Right. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of
Seagulls!
There Are No Seagulls. Okay. We're going to introduce our new Dusk and Dawn series. The Dusk and Dawn characters are based on the owners of the Seagulls group.
This is Dusk. Say hey, Dusk.
Hey!
And
And this is Dawn, who is our camera girl, and we'll speak more on Dawn's own section
hey.
later. Say hey, Dawn.
Hey. By the way, the camera's a bit dodgy. We'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that when we get a better camera.
Yeah.
So, first we're going to do drawing Dusk style.
This Dusk will be drawing herself. Dusk. So, this is the drawing making.
For the following activity, you'll need pro marker pens, but you can use any pens at all if you like. You'll need a pastel pink, a vanilla, and an ice grey 4, but if you can find alternatives for these pens, that's perfectly okay.
You can find these pens also in Eason's or very, very good art shop. But you also need a pencil, an eraser, and a felt tip inking pen.
Okay.
Let's get drawing.
You have to draw a kind of circle for her head, where her brain is. That's if Dusk had a brain. Then we have to do her jawline. We do a line down her head, just that goes from her chin to the top of her head, and we'll use that later. And an ear. Make sure you do 2 lines here, because that's where the eyes are going to be, and 2 lines here for where her mouth is going to be. Then you have to do large circles for her eyes, and a bit of eyelashes, and then the inside of her eyes, her pupils. Now, you have to decide what kind of mood she's in, so I'm gonna make Dusk happy for a change.
7 miserable old guts.
And you might want to fix the jawline if you did it wrong, Nick. Now you'll have to do Dusk's hair, which is basically just spikes everywhere. If you don't want to follow how Dusk's hair actually is and do it your own way, you can. These are just guidelines, not rules. Dusk has very long hair.
And very straight hair, by the way.
And finish her hair here.
This is only the head, by the way.
It would take far too long to do Dusk full body, so now it's time to do the inking. Okay, so ink around all the lines that you want to keep. Obviously.
And don't obviously do the lines that you did to construct.
Yep. If you do any mistakes during the inking, you can just go back and restart your picture. It's no big deal.
Make sure, by the way, you draw this very, very lightly, because you don't want to lean heavy and end up you make a mistake, which then the drawing in is practically carved into the picture.
Dusk has a lot of light in her eyes because Although she's very gothic, I think she can see light at the end of the dark tunnel she must be going through.
So you just keep on going until then.
You can basically just ink any lines you want first, just as long as they're the lines that you want to keep.
And this is what she should like, so should be like so far. The little happy smile.
You don't normally do teeth on this style of drawing unless they're angry or other emotions like
That involve teeth.
yeah, she's just bearing a happy smile.
When you're finished with the inking, you gotta give it like about a couple of seconds for it to dry in, because you don't want to go straight on to rubbing. If the ink is still quite wet, you'll just smudge it and mess it completely.
So here's what she should look like so far. And by the end of this, she'll look a little bit like the dusk that we know and love.
Except smiling.
Except smiling. So now we're gonna rub out the lines that we made before. And she should be nice and clean. First we'll do Dusk's hair because it takes the longest. It depends on what size you've done the picture, how long it'll take to colour in.
Make sure you don't do it too big, because you don't want to waste the ink.
Yeah. You want to be able to... Well, it depends on what kind of project you're doing. If you're... It depends.
Again, the camera's a bit dodgy. We'll get a new one, we promise. But this will just have to do for now. Just hope you can follow with us.
If not, and there's any part of this video that needs improving on, you can post it in the comments.
Or a bit that you don't understand.
Yep. Or you could even email that to us at Seagulls Productions
Looks very good.
gmail.com. Sorry if my speech is a bit odd, I can't multitask.
And we just to pass the time, if you're coming from a different place like America, all Irish don't have that crummy little accent. That's just a southern, because we're Irish but we're northern. Difference between northern and southern.
Yeah. So now we'll do her skin tone, because this is what'll take second longest.
Make sure you do the skin tone vanilla.
Yeah. Pastel yellow does work. Or you could do a tan or any colour you like. It depends. Maybe you want dusk to reflect yourself a bit more. If you're a girl, that is.
By the way, as you can see what Dusk has been doing, she has left a bit of white around the eyes.
This is to show the white of her eyes, basically. Because we all know that our skin doesn't go onto our eyes. So Dusk has rather large eyes.
But that's just the type of
Style.
of it.
Now, just to give her a little finishing touch, pastel pink, you might want to do a little bit of blush on her. And
Ta-da!
that is how to draw Dusk. So, now we're going to advertise our Ask Dawn section of our videos.
Right, the whole point of the Ask Dawn is if you have a question or you need some advice, you comment down below, or you can email us if it's a bit personal at seagullsproduction@gmail.com.
You can also post your problem up on our Facebook page.
Right, we'll now move on to the quiz.
Today's daily quiz.
Today's quiz is a riddle, and it's a type of place. This place can get really cold, deadly cold when it's dark. And let's see, it's far away from anybody in the world. There's a little pattern on it that has white stars and red stripes.
And the first man to visit this place had the first name of Stephen.
Can you guess what this place is? Please post down below on Facebook or email us.
The same way you'd ask your questions for Dawn. Now we're going to advertise our membership. To become a member of the Seagulls, it's not really that hard. All you have to do is like us on Facebook or email us at, as you've already heard, but I'll repeat it again, seagullsproduction@gmail.com. So it's very, 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 very simple.
And we'll send you a little card. We won't send you. You don't need to give us your email address. Well, you need to give us your email address because we'll send it to you as a little card saying congratulations, whatever. You are now becoming a member of Seagulls.
There are no seagulls.
That will be printed.
Right. So thank you for watching our brand new YouTube video, and
Ciao.
bye.